Okay, so we just finished the song leading, the written quiz, first written quiz, and the song leading quiz number 2, which is Count Your Blessings without the click. Great job on that one, everyone. So we're going to review the 3-beat pattern. Then we're going to work on Great is Thy Faithfulness, which is the first song with the 3-beat pattern. And then we'll introduce some new concepts that you'll be using for the next quiz, which will be on next class. So let's start with the 3-beat pattern. And so we've already drawn it. You've seen it in the book. And it's just the down, out, up. Big emphasis always on the downbeat. No, 3-beat pattern is no different than the other ones. Okay, your arms ready? Here we go. 1, ready, go. Down, out, up. 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 Down. Let's switch to numbers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and that's good. Okay, so it's a waltz type feel. If you're familiar with that, if that means nothing to you, that's fine. It's a waltz type feel. And then let's go to, let me get my book. Let's go to Great is Thy Faithfulness. Song 209 in your songbooks. And we're going to start with chanting the words. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, ready, go. Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no, emphasize the first syllable in each measure, with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever wilt be. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hands hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. And keep it going. Summer and winter and springtime and harvest. Sun, moon, and stars in their courses above. Joineth all nature in manifold witness to thy great faithfulness, mercy, and onto the chorus. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Okay, let's review what we learned on the last class period, the bird's eye. The bird's eye is the nickname. Anybody remember the official name of this? We have 2 hands. Yes, ma'am. Okay, this is the fermata. So it's a little small rainbow. It's got the dot in the middle. And so this means hold or give extra time. So if you as the director actually get to decide what this is going to be. For our quiz, you don't get to decide anything because we're following the CD. But if you have an accompanist who is comfortable enough to actually follow, and you remind them and you let the people know, hey, I'm going to hold this longer, then in theory, you're supposed to be able to be the one to decide how long to actually hold this. For our quiz, in the most typical way that this is performed is you add one extra beat. So we went over this last class period. So what do you do to add one extra beat? You can just add one more bounce. So we see in the book, great is thy faithfulness, and you just add, it's a 3-beat pattern. So you have down, out, up, and then another up, and then down, up, down, out, up, and so on. So that's the easiest way to be able to direct this. The other thing that you can do is instead of following a beat per se, instead of great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto, so that's the simple one. The other thing is you can just extend this up and wait until you hear the piano come in and then go to the downbeat. So in doing it this way would be, great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. So you just kind of keep it moving. So that's the other option. Option number 3, none of these are wrong. You can use any of these for the quiz. The third option is you switch to a 4-beat pattern, which we're going to learn in a little bit, I think, at the end of the class. Maybe we won't have, actually, I don't think we will have time. You can do that if you want to, but you don't have to, but that would be down, in, out, up, and then you have to remember to switch back. So don't recommend that one unless you already know that and you're very comfortable with it, but that's a good way to be able to perform it. Typically, if you're holding it an indefinite amount of time, you would just kind of go like this and then bring everybody in. That's assuming you're leading things live and people are actually watching you and there's a reasonable chance they would respond to you. So that's the fermata. Give extra time on that. Let's practice chanting through this. And again, for the quiz, it adds one extra beat. So it's as if it's a half note there with the fermata. Okay, we're going to start on great is thy faithfulness. So we're going to do the last 4 measures. Are you ready? 1, ready, go. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Okay, nice, good. And so you can just kind of flex your fingers for the extra beat as you're waiting for things to come in, and that way you're still feeling that. Okay, let's chant this again. Most of this is not too challenging. Most of you are looking pretty comfortable with the 3-beat pattern, so this is the one area here that you'd want to focus on. So typically if somebody's playing the piano, they're working on a skill for basketball, any kind of skill type thing, you typically want to concentrate 80% of your effort on 20% of what you're actually working on. This is the 20%. Okay, if you can get this, the other part is likely you're going to be okay. So we're going to focus on that even during our class time. So get your hands ready. Same thing again, last 4 measures. 1, ready, go. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Okay? And if all else fails and disaster strikes, all you have to remember is big Lord is a downbeat. So no matter what else happens, Lord is a downbeat, and then off you go. Okay? So let's practice it one more time. I'd encourage you to go on the YouTube so you can practice this a little more on your own so you're comfortable. Here we go. 1, ready, go. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. And then we come in for the second verse. Okay, what questions do you have on the fermata on this section? Yes, sir.
Are we only doing 2 verses for this song?
Two verses for every song in this that we'll do. It'll only be 2. Yeah. So that way you get a chance of making the jump back to see if you can make the switch. But 3 verses, it's kind of too much of the same thing. 2 verses is a good amount, I think. Plus, we're going to get tired after a while. Okay, let's practice. This quiz will be with the click. Why don't we do that next? So this is, see, we already did that one. Okay, go ahead and get ready. 4 measures of introduction. Two, three, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, and go. Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not. Emphasize the first syllable in each measure. Not as thou hast been, thou forever will be. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Here comes the extra fermata. Faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Summer and winter and spring. All right, good transition, nice. Sun, moon, and stars in their courses above, to join with all nature in manifold witness. Great faithfulness, mercy, and love. Chorus. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. All right, and we'll pause it right there. Okay, now again, if let's say you get to the right after the fermata, Lord, and you're too early, just do another downbeat. Okay, so as long as you're getting beats right in the right order, no problem. So that's a pretty easy fix. And then Lord unto me. And you just keep it going. So that's the fermata. So that's the one new thing besides the 3/4 pattern. And let's introduce one other thing for the quiz. So you want to take notes on this, and this is introducing your song. The basic pattern is the most important thing that you're doing as the song leader. The second most important thing you're doing as a song leader, especially on the first song, is you're getting everybody's attention and introducing the song. So, what do you think is usually happening at the beginning of church? You have people talking about sports, someone else is wandering around looking for food, you got people all over the place. Some people haven't even gotten to the building yet. They're kind of like walking in. Nobody is there ready and anticipating, saying, oh, I hope they start. Oh, I hope they start. They may be thinking that, but they're not like looking and ready for you to start. So in introducing the song, you have to use your voice, move up close to the microphone, get everybody's attention, and announce the first song. So what do you say? What I'd encourage you to do is to write out word for word what you're going to say. But let's talk about some things to include. Turn to in the songbooks, just so I could show you this as an example. Amazing Grace, 283. 283 in your books. Take a look at it. So here would be a typical of what not to do. Somebody gets up, very quiet. All right, it's great to see all of you here. If you don't mind, we're going to start singing here. If the pianist can get to the piano, play piano, and we're going to sing page number 283, Amazing Grace. On the first, let's sing together. Okay, now what's wrong with all that? The first thing is you have to get people's attention. So think of your voice, think of your sound flowing through your voice. You want sustained sound. What would be much better would be to say, welcome everyone to the service. I'm glad that you're here. Turn with me in your songbooks to number 283, Amazing Grace. Let's stand together as we sing 283, Amazing Grace. Okay, so a couple of things that are different. One is you have to feel the sound flowing through your voice. Don't be afraid of that. So a lot of times you're not used to using a full voice. So you probably want to practice this, okay? Because very important, we're going to be announcing all the songs from now on. So it's going to be points on your quiz every single time. Now, here's something else you may have noticed. Is it page 283? Amazing Grace is number 283. Is it page 283? Why is it not page 283?
Because some songs are on the same page.
Right. There's two songs on page 283. Those are not page numbers. Those are song numbers. Now, if your song leader in your home church says page number, do not correct them. Don't say anything. But in class, it is wrong. Okay. So it's not a big deal, but you're learning how to do it the right way. We're in class. The right way is it is not a page number. And in previous classes, I would say it and emphasize it, song number or hymn number, not page number, and still half the class would get up and say, turn to page. Okay, it's not a page because there are more than one song on one page in some examples, such as this one right here. The other thing you want to include is you want to repeat the song number at least twice because remember, Joe is in the back talking to his friend about whatever happened on the weekend, and then he's got to come all the way back. He hears something about Amazing Grace, and then he gets back, and then wait, what was that number? Oh, what is that again? Then another thing you do not need to say, I've already mentioned this once, on the first. Okay, if you have sung nothing yet, you do not need to say on the first because no one is assuming you're starting on the third. Everyone is assuming you're starting on the first. So you do not need to say that. So I would encourage you to write out what you're going to say. Here's an example because the song will be 209, Great is Thy Faithfulness, as far as what to write. Welcome to the service. You're saying that to get their attention. If you start with 209, nobody's going to hear that. Or you may get their attention, but it's too late for them to get to the page. So something very simple could be, welcome to the service. Let's stand together. Turn in your hymnals to song number 209. Great is thy faithfulness. Let's stand together as we sing 209. Great is thy faithfulness. You can even say the song number a third time if you want. Nobody's ever been accused of saying the number too many times, but something along those lines. So you need something to get their attention. You need to give them some kind of a direction as far as what they're going to do. Typically, in most independent Baptist churches, you are standing on the first song. So not only do you want to say stand, you want to go like this and with your hands, you're showing them, let's stand together and sing song number 209, Great is Thy Faithfulness. Now, if you want to write out what you're going to say word for word and bring it up here, no problem. You just need to get the job done, okay? So you can read it word for word, you can memorize it, you can wing it and hope it works better than I think it's going to go. You can do any of those options are fine, but that will be worth 10 points out of 100 on your quiz, just that section, okay? So very important. The part that people have the most trouble with is actually using a loud, sustained voice, okay? Because people like to come up here and let's just turn to Amazing Grace. So you have to feel, what I found most helpful, sometimes I feel self-conscious about my voice, is go not on what it sounds, go based on how it feels. If you feel plenty of air flowing, great is thy faithfulness, where you feel comfortable letting all the sound and have it be long and sustained, now that tends to work pretty well. Then, if you can feel your voice being expressive, most likely it's good in its sound. Again, we have no microphone here. If you do have a microphone, use it to your advantage, and you want to get up really close to be able to help. So that will help. You have no help with that in class as far as the quiz. Okay, so what questions do you have on this for our quiz? Okay, I can see already some of you are going to not write this out, and you're going to try to wing it, and you're going to say page number, and not with a very convincing voice. So I'd be more concerned you practice this, the introduction, than even the song. We just went through the song three times, I think, here, 3 or 4 times, and we went through it last class period. So that's going to be the challenge because it's something new. Okay, what final questions do you have? We have 45 seconds left in our class. Okay, I promise you, you want to practice the introduction. Practice it on your own, in a car, somewhere far away, where nobody can hear you. You're going to feel as if you're yelling and screaming, and a few people have trouble hearing you in the back. That's typically what happens. So, okay, so that is for the quiz for next week. Or what's today? Monday, so Wednesday. See you on next class.